Patches, a scruffy terrier mix, had boundless energy. Clementine, a sleek Siamese, had regal indifference. They were an unlikely pair, living under the same roof. Patches, newly adopted, saw Clementine as a playmate. He bounded towards her with clumsy enthusiasm. Clementine preferred sunbeams and solitude. She met Patches's advances with hisses and swats. Sarah, their owner, watched with amusement and concern. She hoped they could find some common ground. Patches was undeterred by Clementine's aloofness. He left toys at her favorite napping spots. He mirrored her movements around the house. Clementine watched him with narrowed eyes. A flicker of curiosity replaced her initial disdain. Patches wagged his tail, oblivious to her scrutiny. He dropped a squeaky toy near her paws. Clementine sniffed it cautiously, then turned away. Patches whined softly, nudging the toy closer. Sarah chuckled, observing their interaction. She poured herself a cup of tea and settled in. The sun streamed through the living room window. Clementine stretched languidly, then yawned. Patches barked playfully, inviting her to chase him. Clementine flicked her tail, unimpressed. Patches ran in circles, his tongue lolling out. He stopped abruptly, staring at Clementine. Clementine blinked slowly, returning his gaze. A moment of quiet understanding passed between them. Patches nudged her gently with his nose. Clementine didn't hiss or swat, just remained still. Sarah smiled, sensing a shift in their dynamic. She knew it would take time, but there was hope. Patches lay down beside Clementine, panting softly. Clementine closed her eyes, relaxing slightly. The afternoon sun warmed their fur. A peaceful silence filled the room. Patches rested his head on Clementine's back. Clementine purred almost imperceptibly. Sarah watched, her heart filled with warmth. She knew something special was beginning. The days turned into weeks, slowly but surely. Patches continued his attempts at friendship. He brought her his favorite bone. He followed her around the house like a shadow. Clementine started tolerating his presence. She even allowed him to groom her fur. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. Sarah celebrated with extra treats for both. Patches wagged his tail furiously, delighted. Clementine ate her treat with regal composure. The gap between them was slowly closing. An unlikely friendship was starting to bloom. Patches and Clementine, side by side. A bond forming, stronger every day. Sarah knew they would be best friends soon. The house felt more complete with them together. Love and companionship filled the air. Patches and Clementine, a perfect match. Their story was just beginning to unfold. A tale of unlikely friendship, forever bound. Clementine's icy exterior began to thaw. Curiosity replaced her initial disdain. Days turned into weeks. An undeniable bond formed between Patches and Clementine. They began sharing Sarah's lap, a cozy, furry pile. Patches playfully nudged Clementine. She responded with gentle purrs. They explored the backyard together, a world of scents and sights. Patches sniffed out hidden treasures, tail wagging furiously. Clementine gracefully navigated the flower beds, a queen in her garden. One evening, a thunderstorm raged outside, shaking the windows. The house was filled with the sound of thunder and pouring rain. Patches whimpered, seeking comfort from the storm's fury. Clementine, usually aloof, seemed equally unsettled. Both animals, usually indifferent, sought solace together. They huddled together for comfort, a small island of warmth. Their bodies pressed close, seeking reassurance from each other. Patches leaned against Clementine, trembling slightly. Clementine purred softly, a calming vibration against Patches. Sarah watched from the doorway, a warm smile on her face. Her heart swelled with affection for her unlikely companions. The cat and dog, once strangers, now shared a silent understanding, a testament to the power of friendship, a bond unbreakable. Their connection transcended species, a love story unfolding. They were, against all odds, best friends forever. A perfect pair. The storm raged on, but inside, peace and comfort reigned. Patches licked Clementine's head, a gesture of affection. Clementine rubbed against Patches, a sign of acceptance. Sarah quietly closed the door, leaving them to their shared comfort. The next morning, the sun shone brightly, the storm a distant memory. Patches and Clementine were curled up together, fast asleep. Sarah gently stroked their fur, marveling at their bond. They woke up, stretched, and greeted the day as a team. Breakfast was shared, playful nips and gentle purrs exchanged. The backyard beckoned, adventures awaited, side by side. Their friendship blossomed, a heartwarming tale of love. They were, and would always be, the best of friends. Unlikely friends, a bond that defied all expectations. Forever together, Patches and Clementine, a perfect match.